All praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rachakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere shalom to the arguments out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is going to be um, an extremely quick video. This video put up by Elder Apostle Tahar, GMS declaring the end about 3 days ago. And Elder actually had told me that Elder Karatazal Baha actually had told me about this video. He kind of made mention of it, but yeah, man. Its title, as you can see, you're going off. Okay, you are going off, man. So, this is a video off of Elder Manat Zapba's videos. You can see here is he's on the comment board GMS South Carolina. I believe this one will be '08. Yeah, '08. So the thing is, man, these images, this Elder Paul Sahar, he's going into these images that I've actually, when I saw the one with the lineup, with the guy driving in the car and the angels, what I'm saying, flying around him and stuff like that. I haven't seen this one here, but the other one, maybe if I can rewind back, I haven't seen this one here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, this one. I've seen this one, and when I looked at it, I was like, man, I mean, I get the message and everything, but this that lineup really is what kept throwing me off. And I'm like, I'm really glad I'm not. I just wasn't, going crazy. I walk on eggshells, man. I'm very careful with the things I say. You know what I'm saying? I used to be very, very reckless with that, man. But now I'm extremely careful of what I say now. But yeah, man, that this image here, uh, the lineup, like the lineup is what, like I said, what kept throwing me off. So I'm gonna kind of going into this video. I mean, he already went into it, but like you said, man, you know just just keep it simple, man. Stick with the scriptures, man. That's all you gotta do. All right. Like I said, I'm not going to be long on this video. Okay. We just got like a couple of scriptures, and then we'll just close out on that. Matthew chapter 6 verse 33. But seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Now, when I see Jake do this a lot, it's almost like it's like they have something to prove. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe not nothing to prove, but you kind of get taken away. You kind of get taken away, and that kind of just go into the other scripture I'm gonna pull out. But you get taken away, and then you start being righteous over much. And I pretty much just said what scripture I'm getting ready to pull out. But you pretty much being righteous over much. Now, I remember this camp specifically. We had Jake coming to this thing 2 years in, and he already got other brothers' numbers and stuff like that. I'm talking about brothers outside of the camp, and we trying to get stuff situated here and behind everybody's back, behind your brother's back in your camp. You know what I'm saying? You out getting everybody's number and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You're reaching out all across the U.S., right? Getting everybody's number. So then when we mention a certain brother, yeah, I got his number right here. It's just like, you know, that's that's off. You know what I'm saying? And when I see these images, it just you gotta really just keep it simple, man. This is the type of stuff that really makes people bug out, man. You know what I'm saying? When they start doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't require all of that. But these are the same people, these are the same jakes that'll sit up there and say, well, yeah, the truth is hard. The truth is hard. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the hardship comes with it, but it doesn't have to be as hard as you're making it. And when you doing this thing in sincerity, I mean in insincerity, you know what I'm saying? It make things seem harder than what they should be. Like when a camera time roll comes on, you try your very best. When a camera cuts on, you try your very best to make yourself seem sharp when you don't have to do that. If you're sharp, it's going to show. If your knowledge, if you're full of knowledge, is going to show. You don't have to act. You don't have to act it out. Okay. If you're wise is going to show. You don't have to act it out. Okay. You do not. You can't force it. And uh and cause when you force it, you make yourself seem more foolish than what you actually are. So pretty much, like I said, when you do stuff like this, you're just being righteous over much, man. And it doesn't have to be like that, right? It doesn't have to be like that. You know what I'm saying? These images with YAHAWASHI or the Most High with the like he was mentioning, like they on steroids and stuff like that. You really think in the ancient time, man, we was like that? We ain't look like we was on those steroids, man. You know what I'm saying? That crap didn't start until like Rome. Babylonian Rome type deal. Greece and all of them, man. That's about the time that crap started, man. Where everybody walking around looking like superhumans and stuff like that. Anyway, anyway. So when you seek first the kingdom of the Lord, you will understand that you don't have to worry about all that, man. You know what I'm saying? We had guys come into this thing, or even before then, you know what I'm saying, talking about, yeah, man, I want to know this and I want to know that. Well, go home and study, man. You know what I'm saying? Go home and study. I just want to know it all. Eyes get all wide, man. I just want to know it all, man. I just want to know it all. For what? For what? The Lord gives you what the Lord gives you the knowledge that's for you. You may not know what another brother knows. You may not know what certain people in the world knows. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is your portion, this is whatever is your portion. I want to know it all. Yeah, we had guys say that. I'm sure all of you a lot, if not all of you brothers have had at least three to four guys like that, man. And if they don't outright say it, they will show it. And then next thing you know, you at camp, and then you looking at this guy. It's just like, man, what the hell is he? What is he doing? Why is why is he saying stuff like this? Why does he sound like that? It starts to show, right? The phony starts coming out, man. Because you're trying to be righteous over much. You're not seeking the kingdom of the Lord. You're seeking fame, right? You're seeking fame, man. When you do stuff like that, you're seeking fame. Okay? It says, and his righteousness. So seek the kingdom and his righteousness. You gotta seek that first. Again, when you do that, you won't understand, man. Like, nah, I ain't gotta do all that, man. I mean, let me just fall back in my lane, stay in my lane, and stick with the scriptures and just do whatever it is I need to do, man. Let me just do that. It says, and all these things shall be added unto you. So you want knowledge? You want knowledge? Follow the scripture. You want knowledge? Follow the scripture. All right? Do this. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, man. So if you fear the Lord, that's wisdom in itself right there. But this is just another addition to it. When you seek first the kingdom of the Lord and his righteousness, that's how the knowledge and anything you want to know is going to be added unto you through sincerity. But when you force it, you start saying stupid things. You start making crazy images. You know what I'm saying? You start just going way outside your lane, and the next thing you know, it all crumbles. It all falls back down on you, man. People like that fall out. It may not happen right away. Sometimes it may. Right? Majority of the time, it never happened right away. Right? So anyway, let's see here. This is Luke. Um, Oh no, no, I wanted something else out of here. Salaki. Nope, that ain't it. It was in this tab. This is scripture I wanted. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 16. It says, "Be not righteous over much, neither make yourself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?" Again, that's what I was just mentioning. When you destroy, well, this is the words of the Lord. It's not my words, obviously. But as I was just mentioning in earlier in the video before I read the scripture, when you do this and you're being righteous over much and you try to make yourself overly wise, you're going to end up destroying yourself. Again, that's what makes this truth so much harder for you. It doesn't have to be as hard as you're making it out to be, right? Again, the hardship naturally comes with it. Why would you want to make it harder, right? Why would you want to make the hardship harder by trying to show off for brothers, get all these people's numbers? You know what I'm saying? Again, when you try to make yourself overly wise, you do stuff like making images. I'm talking about those crazy images. You know what I'm saying? Um, what you call it? You go like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you're in a camp and you're not concerned about your own camp. Instead, you're reaching out across the entirety of the US to get all these brothers' numbers. And it's just like, what are you doing? You're not staying in your camp, you're not staying in your lane. You're not staying in your lane. You know what I'm saying? You're taking buses to go way up 3 years in. You're taking buses to go way up New York to staying with the apostles. You know what I'm saying? To the main camp, right? To staying with the apostles. And then what happens? Because everybody that's done that in this camp, right? Or at least the majority that's done that in this camp specifically is not here anymore. And there's a reason for that. Right? There's a reason for that. So you standing with the apostles didn't do you too good, did it? This is what happens when you try to make yourself overly wise, man. It just doesn't work out. It doesn't work out. You destroy yourself. Let's get a couple different translations on this. New Living Translation. It says, so don't be too good or too wise. Why destroy yourself? English Standard Version. It says, be not overly righteous and do not make yourself too wise. Why should you destroy yourself? Do not be over righteous. The New International Version. Do not be over righteous. Neither be over wise. Why destroy yourself? So you get the point, man. You get the point. Do not be excessively righteous and do not be overly wise, right? Why should you ruin yourself? So again, this is further proving that this is a good one. Do not be do not be excessively righteous and do not be overly wise. Why should you make yourself desolate? And that's exactly what you're doing when you do stuff like this. You're making yourself desolate. Now I remember Elder Apostle Hall, like he did in a video. He said in a video. Now I remember he did a video on this like some years ago, talking about the glowing eyes and the steroided pictures and stuff like that. And here we are again. You know what I'm saying? Here we are again. Again, this just comes from doing too much. All you got to do is keep it simple, man. The truth doesn't have to be as hard as you make it out to be. Being in this thing doesn't have to be as hard as you make it out to be. When you do stuff like this, you make it extra hard. And then next thing you know, you turn around, yeah, man, the fight of a warrior, man. It's just like, what exactly is the fight of a warrior to you? Throwing stuff in front of you, just so you can make it much harder on yourself? No. Trying to be overly wise? No. When you study and you're not sincere about it, you know what I'm saying, and you're just overly doing it, and then the next thing you know, 2 months in, give me that scripture, give me that scripture, give me this scripture, give me that scripture, right? And you calling out 100 scriptures a second, right? You should really consider your sincerity, man. I'm not saying that certain brothers just can't do that. Some brothers are really scripture men. But I'm saying you can see when it's insincerity. You can see when it is sincere. Anyway, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM. Shout. That's all I got on this. Shalom.